Anthony, I hear and see that you are recording, but unfortunately, I do not hear or see anyone else in this chat room. So, whether you're here or not, listening or not, I've got a story just for you, and it's about a man named Moose. This big burly man named Moose grew up in Saskatchewan, Alaska. Not Canada, but Alaska. Why? Well, you gotta ask his parents that, and he never did, so he was born there instead. Anyways, he grew up a big burly man with a big beard, long flowing hair. However, in high school, he decided to cut off that hair. He was no longer living in the 80s, he said to himself, and he needed to get ahead of the game. And on top of that, because he did so, it was in that moment that he became a lady killer. He impregnated and had children with at least 15 girls. 15. However, his parents never found out because they never paid attention to him. They were the rich people of the family, and they had at least a fortune of $150 million, as they made a lot of money due to oil. Even though they can't really drill in the Alaskan mines over there, they forego the law and was somehow able to get away with it illegally for many, many years. But anyways, he's rich, he has fathered 15 children, and he lives in Saskatchewan, Alaska. But he thought to himself, well, I want to live my own life. I don't want to live in Alaska anymore. There's nothing but ice and dirt, more ice. Half the year the sun is up, half the year the sun is down. He didn't like this at all. So, what he decided to do was to buy a Corvette. He bought a Corvette and decided to move to Montana, United States of America. But there was a problem with this. Well, he didn't have any control over the money in the family. His parents did. However, they were only giving him $50,000 a week as an allowance. $50,000 out of a $150 million fortune. If you add that up, that's nowhere near enough for him to be able to live the way he wanted to. Plus, on top of that, he's now got to pay child support for 15 children. And on 50 grand a week, you can't really do that. So he decided to do what was best for himself, and he plotted to kill his parents. Now, he can't just outright kill his parents. His parents don't like him or don't pay enough attention to him so much that he's not even written into the will to inherit the money. His uncle is. So what he decided to do was to ride a moose over to his uncle's house, because they're in Alaska and there's lots of moose over there. And he figured, why the hell not? Rides over to the house and he says, Uncle, I want to move to Montana. Uncle looked at him and went, okay, cool. I don't know why you rode a moose over here in order to tell me that, since you have my number, but you know what? Whatever you want to do, nephew, son, whatever. I need coffee. There we go. So he tells him, well, okay, thank you for that information. You could leave now. I'm expecting company. He goes, no, 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 no. I understand. I'm not even written into the will. The uncle looked at him. He said to him, you're not? He goes, no, I'm not. Well, that was an awfully dick move of my brother to do, but what am I going to do? It's his decision, and obviously you haven't done enough in order for him to write you in and to inherit the money. Who does inherit the money? Not even he knew. He told him it was him. He looked at him and he said to him, wouldn't you like to have that money now? Uncle sat there in his chair, thought long and hard about it, and then he told him, fuck no, I'm rich myself. I got more money than they do. I don't know why I'm going to inherit their money, but you know what? I don't need it. So I don't know why you came over here. I don't know why you want to kill them. You're not getting the money, so them being dead doesn't help you. I mean, do you want some of my money? I could give you money. And in that moment, he had an epiphany. Why can't I just ask my uncle for money? However, he was the type of person who thought out loud. So his uncle heard all of that and said, I just said that. Why can't I just give you some money? And he said, okay, how much money are you willing to give me? He goes, well, do you have an allowance? He goes, $50,000 a week. Him being a uptight rich prick looked at him and went, yeah, that's not exactly enough to live off of. You won't be able to buy a house or mortgage a house for at least 4 weeks with $50,000 a week. I will give you $10 million. Moose was not pleased with this, as 10 million was obviously not enough money to live in Montana, United States of America, which I don't know why he thought that, but he did. He looked at him and he went, I want to haggle with you. 20 million. His uncle pulled out a shotgun and said, listen, I don't negotiate. I just tell you how it is, and you're going to get $10 million, and only $10 million. Moose, looking at this new negotiation tactic, effective one, looked at him and went, you know what? We got a deal. He went to shake his hand, and his uncle looked at him and said, get the fuck out of my house. And if you don't leave with the moose, I'm killing the moose. So he rode the moose all the way back to the house, eventually got the banking information, wired him the money, and was off to Montana, United States of America, where he drove his Corvettes everywhere. And yeah, I guess that's just part one of the story.